crafters, welcome to my Tuesday night live. I'm Alexa and I've got Hearts Crafts. Oh, I thought I had turned down my sound. I'll just turn down my sound. Welcome everyone. Please say hello. If you're watching this for the first time, please say hi and share out and like the page. If it's not your first time, still do the same thing. It all helps. Tonight we are going to be making this little 3D project that I made many years ago, and I said a couple of weeks ago we would make it. So tonight we're making it because last week I made a Mother's Day album with you all. And hi Anne-Marie, how are you, sweetheart? Did you enjoy Mother's Day with your mum? So happy Mother's Day to everyone too, and I hope you all had a lovely Mother's Day. I know I did. I was very spoilt by my children, and I saw my brother. He came up and wished my mum and I a happy Mother's Day, which was lovely. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you did. So yeah, it was a lovely day, and the sun was beautiful, and yeah, I had a lovely day. So hope everyone else did too. So, like I said, we're going to be making this little box frame tonight, and I'm going to see if Facebook has actually fixed its little problem when you turn things around. Oh, seems like they have. Woohoo! We might not be working upside down tonight, which will be good. All right, so I'm going to turn the camera down and we will get started. I think that's that about right. How's that for everyone? Okay, I think you can see. Move my iPad out of the way. Okay, so like I said, we're making this tonight. It's a box frame and they're very cute. This one does stand up. I was playing earlier with this one, but for some unknown reason my adhesive would not play ball, so I don't know why. But this one's a slightly smaller frame, and I have got measurements and things here for us to have a look at. So this is basically what we're going to be doing, and I know it looks like a hot mess, but it will become clearer as we go along. So, but at least there's a template here for you to sort of get an idea of what we're going to be doing. So, and I will revert back to the template. Now, just before we do start, this one here, I used an A4 sheet and I cut the A4 to 21 by 21, so I had a square. You don't have to make them square, you can make them rectangle, and you'll see the process as we go along that you can do that. But I wanted to make this one, and this one I need a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, and or 30 centimeters by 30 centimeters. So, and I have chosen, I think this is Sahara Sand cardstock. Oh, hi Jess. How are you, sweetheart? Good to see you watching. Very happy. And just remember, guys, you can talk amongst yourselves as you're watching as well. If you want to talk to everyone and say hi to everyone, please feel free to do so. So the first thing I'm going to do with this lovely big piece of cardstock is I'm going to use my scoreboard tonight because I find this easier, and I am basically going to be scoring at 3/4 of an inch increments, and I don't know what that is in centimetres because I didn't work it out. I'm sticking to inches tonight because that's what my brain can cope with. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is score at, score at 3/4 of an inch all the way down, and then 1/2 an inch all the way down, and then 2 1/4 inches all the way down, and 3 inches all the way down. And then we're going to rotate this 90 degrees and repeat the process. So I'm scoring at 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 an inch, 2 1/4 inches, and 3 inches. And I'm going to turn it 90 degrees and repeat the process. Whoops. And this is what we're going to do on all 4 sides. So I'm hoping you sort of get the gist of it by now. 2 1/4 and 3 inches. And I'm going to rotate it, and this is my 4th side. Oops. I'm just going to score down 1/2 an inch, 2 1/4, and 3 inches. Now the next thing we want to do is we actually want to make these 2 lines here. So I'm going to come in to 3 3/4 of an inch, and I'm going to score down to the 2nd score line and stop. Okay? And then I'm going to come over this way and come to 8 1/4 inches and score to the score line and stop. And then I'm going to turn it 180 degrees and do exactly the same thing. So I'm going to score to the 2nd score line and stop. Go to 8 1/4, score to the 2nd score line and stop. Okay, because what we're going to do is we're actually going to cut down here, cut on an angle, and then cut down here. So that is one of our next steps, is to cut a lot of this away. But you only want these on opposite sides here. So I'm going to be brave and use my scissors. I say brave because I can't cut straight. You can use your paper trimmer if you want to, but I'm going to do it with my scissors. So on the score line that goes down to the 2nd score line, I'm going to cut like that, and then I'm going to cut it from corner to corner like that, and then I'm going to cut down to that score line, going to rotate it and cut this score line all the way up. So we have a piece of rubbish like that we can pop in the bin. You could keep it if you want to, but yeah, I wouldn't know what to do with it at this stage, so I choose to throw it out. So I'm going to cut again down to my second score line. I'm going to cut it on an angle, corner to corner, and then I'm cutting down to this score line, and I'm going to cut this all away and hope that I go straight. And then I'm going to turn it this way, so 180 degrees again, or 90 degrees, whatever it was. And I'm going to do exactly the same thing. So I'm going to cut down to the second score line, preferably straight. And I'm just cutting away this bit of score line so it sits nicely when we put it all together. Told you I'm not good at cutting straight. And to that corner and down the score line. Maybe I should have used my paper trimmer. And all the way down to that score line. And then we're going to do the same on this side. So down to the second score line, cut diagonally across, down to that score line, and then cut this all the way up. There we go. And this is the shape you should have, which I know looks a bit funny, but all will be made clear as we fold and burnish everything together. So, but before I do all that, I actually want to do some stamping on this. So I'm going to turn it over, because when we fold and burnish all these lines, these will all be visible from the back, not from the front, and then this will be visible. So I might do some stamping inside here. So now I chose to use flowers to embellish this, which I will show you my flowers in a wee bit, but I thought I would use the very Versailles stamp set, and I wanted to use the leaves. And I think, I haven't got my ink pad out yet, I think I might use garden green with this. I think that might look nice. Some garden green or shaded spruce, but I think I'll use garden green tonight. Just going to use the leaf stamp. And oops, I didn't turn it over, did I? Ooh, that was lucky. And I'm just going to let me think about this. Yep, I'm just going to stamp my leaves, and I'm going to use second and third generation with this as well. Because I just would like to have leaves sort of draping down. There we go. I think that'll do. And I'm just going to do the same on the top here as well. And I guess it doesn't matter if I go a little bit down here. And I'm just going to do some down here. There we go. Right, now I'm just going to clean my mat a bit. Because I really don't want to get green ink everywhere. Not tonight anyway. There we go. And I'm going to turn this over, and I do want some leaves inside, so I'm going to stamp some leaves inside as well, just to give it some sort of texture, bit of a background. There we go. Very nice. Happy with that. Okay. Make sure I haven't got ink everywhere. Right. Now the next step we're going to do is actually burnish these score lines. And I'm really hoping this one works out better than the one I tried doing this morning. Small note to self, don't craft when still half asleep. I knew I had a bit of a busy day, so I thought, oh, I'll try and get a quick thing done, because I hadn't done it in years. And yeah, don't think I achieved it that well. I just couldn't get the adhesive to work. I don't know why. So, might be the weather too, because it's been a bit cold here. So, now that I've burnished all of them, I'm going to take my tearing tape, and I'm going to place tearing tape just down here. Where's my ruler gone? Oh, I was going to say I knew I had it a minute ago. Okay. I'm not overly concerned about getting it at the back. I just mostly wanted to get it just before the score line there. But you can put 2 bits down if you want to. And lucky last, there we go. Right, so now what we're going to do is these 2 flaps here, we're basically going to fold them in half take our backing tape off and then fold it to the score line and fold down. And then we can bend it back and we have a little edge here, just like that. I'm going to do exactly the same on this side. So I folded it in half and then I'm folding it over to the score line and just pressing down and then fold it back. Okay, and then we're basically going to do the same with these, and that will pop down like that. And before I do attach it down, I'm just going to pop a bit of glue on these triangles here and hope it glues down. Just like that. And I'm just going to hold it for a minute, because when I tried doing this morning, for some unknown reason, my glue wouldn't hold, but it's working well. Now you see how we had done this funny bit here? That's because I wanted my edges to line up. If we'd cut down here, we would have ended up with a gap. So that's why we've got these, because this seals this bit off nicely and you have a nice finish there. Whoops. Okay, let's do this side. So I've just folded it in half again, just plonking some glue down and just rolling it over so the sides meet and pressing this down to adhere. And I'm just going to rub on the back a bit here, just to make sure it all has glued down. Like so. Oop, that's a little out. Oh, that's all right. It'll do. Isn't that cute? That is so, so cute. I love it. Now you can make all sorts of scenes with this. Or if you wanted to, instead of stamping like I have, you could have grabbed a bit of DSP and placed a bit of DSP in there, or you can do all sorts. So it's very versatile what you can do with this. Now, like I said, I chose to make some flowers. Now, I was trying to use up my DSP, and I saw another demonstrator in England, Janice Thompson. I think she's in England, or is she in Scotland? She might be in Scotland. And she made flowers like these using up her DSP and using the Starburst punch. Now the Starburst punch is leaving us, unfortunately. Please don't cry, because I've already cried, mourned over it. And so are these faceted gems, which really upsets me too, because they are my favourite for centre of flowers. But, oh well, it doesn't matter. And I also had used a retired scallop punch that I had in my stash as well, and I had also taken the small bloom punch, and I had punched some of them out and did that too. Now I'm going to show you the technique I did for these. Oh, and the leaf punch I used. it's not hard at all. I actually have my 3 circles here, and I must admit, when I did them last night, I used water, but tonight I'm just going to use alcohol, because alcohol dries quicker, and whereas the water took forever to dry last night. I'll just move that out of the way because I don't want that to smudge. Okay, now in my little Stampin' Up spritzer here, I've just got isocol, which I think is 70% rubbing alcohol. I can't remember exactly. I'm pretty sure it is 70%. And all I'm going to do is just lightly spritz these with a bit of this. Oh, and it's smelly. Whoops. And, oh, might need a bit more. Should have done this first. And I'm just going to crunch these up. Doesn't matter how you crunch them up, just crunch them up. Roll them into little balls, whatever. Hi, Jenny. What am I making? I am making, do you remember this boxed frame I made donkeys years ago? I think even when I first met you, I might have made this. So that's a very long time ago. We won't go into how many years ago. So I'm making another one. Like I promised a couple of weeks ago, I would do this. So, but at the moment, I'm just showing you how I made my flowers last night. And what I did with my leaves, I just scrunched it all up. I used water last night. I saw another demonstrator do this from Scotland. And I thought, oh, what a cool idea. I haven't done that in ages. So, do you remember the last time we made flowers like this was a long time ago. So I'm just going to dry my work surface a bit. Did you have a nice Mother's Day, Jenny? Yes, so this is a good technique. So, and it just gives textures to your flowers and stuff. So these aren't as crinkled, which is fine, because I really didn't want my leaves as crinkled as these ones. So and I'm just using up DSP because, as we all know, the new catalogue is slowly coming out. It's not long and it will be here. I think it's like about 3 weeks away, but I'm not counting. All I can say is that there is some yummy, yummy things in there and I can't wait. So I'm just unraveling these now. I'm kind of hoping these leaves will dry. If they don't, I'm going to zap them with the heat. Oh no, I'm not. I put it away. I was going to say I'd zap them with the heat tool, but I'm not because I put them away. My craft room is slowly getting there, guys. And it's looking good. I've had some wonderful help from my daughter. Or I should say daughters. And all I'm doing now is just layering these up. Just trying to keep them still a bit crinkled. I know they're not dry yet, but that's okay. Because I probably won't, I've got so many I probably won't use this one. And all I did was just pressed it in the middle, fluffed it up a bit, and grabbed a gem. Oh, No, I think on those ones I had the flowers. So I'll grab the flower. And I think I'll go a yellow one. Oops. Where's my pokey tool? And these are all retiring. That's why I'm just trying to use them all up. And I just fluffed up my flower a bit like that, just to give it some dimension. And when that dries, it will dry quite firm, like this one has. It's quite firm. So it's not going to lose its shape or texture in a hurry, if ever. And it's mostly because you've manipulated all those fibres inside the paper there. So, which gives it the added strength. It's just the leaves that are a bit, but that's okay. So, right, now I am just going to do a bit of a dry fit, I guess you could say, with these. I may even pop some of these up with some dimensionals. I haven't really thought too much about what I'm doing or how I was going to do it. I don't really want it to go too far down because I want this to still to be able to stand up. And I do want to use some of these leaves, even though they're not quite dry yet. I might change these around a bit. Okay. What are we thinking here, guys? How's this looking? What do you think? Oh, hi, Danny Hasberg. Thank you for dropping in. That's awesome. Did you have a lovely weekend, and did you spoil your wife on Sunday? Ooh, oh, I have one of these left. I don't know. I don't know about this. I might even change it again. just wasn't doing it for me, I'm afraid. Let me start again. I think it might actually need some, oh, these can go off the side up here, can't they? It needs something. What does it need, Jenny? Oh, bacon and eggs for brekkie. Yum. Where was my invitation? You're the second couple I've heard. It looks like a window pane with flowers in the box. Oh, I love it. Thread. Yes, that's what I thought too, Jenny. Some thread. What about a doily? Needs a photo of someone looking out the window. Oh, what about this? Oops. What if we change it to that? Maybe that. Not that one. What about something like that? How does that look, guys? Wedding photo? Yeah, it is a photo. What do you think of that? Is that a bit hard to see? Oops. Are you still here, Jess? What do you think? It's your wedding photo? Or is Jess gone? What do you think of that? Getting there? Yes. How about I get some thread or something? Also grabbed a doily. Oops, if I can get the doily out. How's that? Oops. Everything keeps on moving on me. That's alright. Alright, I got some silver thread here. I could give this to the girls for an anniversary present. Oh yeah, that's a really good idea, Jenny. The sentiment to have to hold. I don't know if I have that. What stamp set is that in? Or do I have that? Where's the glue dot? I'm at the end of my glue dots. Actually, trying to move that around a bit. With the doily or without? Nah, that's too antique-ish for the girls. You know what I might do is just glue these leaves together. Maybe. Right. Okay. You're thinking the doily behind the photo, Jenny? Ooh. Oh, that could be nice. If it would stay. I actually quite like that. What do you think? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. That's what I'm doing. I am sold. For those of you who've never seen these photos are actually sticker photos, but I will pop a little bit of glue on this doily. I have a sprocket and I can print my photos out on that little machine and on little stickers, and it's great for little mini albums and other bits and pieces. And when you're doing home decor like this, it's even better. Except I've got no nails. Ah, got it. Woohoo. Okay. I hope this is straight. Such a beautiful photo of the girls. So proud of them. It was such a beautiful day too. Okay, bit of glue on here. Hold that down. And I do like this one here. It just gives a nice contrast. I know I'm using lots of glue, but that's okay. I'm going to pop that one there. Oh. Just going to pop a leaf under this one. And I think I'll have this one up here. That one there. I know I'm using lots of glue here, guys, but I really don't want this to come apart. And I think I might even use some silver thread and around this bit too. Before it all dries up. Where's my scissors? New glue dots. I was prepared. Gosh, you don't realise how many glue dots you go through sometimes. I know I don't anyway. I think I might use another one on that one as well. And this poor flower. Whoops, get under there. Ah, it's not doing as I want. Okay, we'll pop it here with this then. Ah, that's better. Right, glue these two together. Yeah, I do have one more leaf. I've got glue all over my fingers. Pop that one there like that. Okay, how are we going here? I think I need something in the corner there. Actually, don't know if this will work, but I just want those leaves there. I've got such gluey fingers. Stay! Right, like that. And I'm going to change that to a dimensional. Actually, I'll use little dimensionals. And I might stack it up, I think. Just to give it some height in here. There we go. I still think we need some silver thread. Maybe if I didn't have such sticky fingers. Let's clean my fingers a bit. And see if I can get some silver thread in here somehow. Maybe not so much of it at once. My fingers are still sticky. Ah, that's better. That's a bit better. What do you think of that, guys? Can't have any loose threads. Why not? I like loose threads. They're suckles. They're not loose threads. Butterflies? Actually, butterflies might be nice. You might be onto something there. I did actually want to use the bumblebee, but I forgot to grab the dies out. Never mind. Right, but I think there's enough flowers on that. Maybe not. Only problem is I don't have any leaves to put on. I guess I could always punch some out. sprinkle them a little. Actually, it would be easier to spray it. Oops. I'm really, really sad to see this leaf punch going. Kind of wish it wasn't, but oh well. Got to make room for the new stuff, and the new stuff that is coming is just divine. Okay. Right, when that dries, I will shape it some more a bit. When it dries, might just pop a bit of glue under there. Okay, there we go. I'm going to stop faffing around now. I actually like that there. Okay, now I'm stopping. Sentiment. Okay, Jenny, where do I get the sentiment from? Can't get it out from there. What sentiment did you say? Oh, thank you, Nave. I don't know about attention to detail this time, but I have fun doing it. To have and to hold. I don't know if I have that sentiment. I was going to do the butterflies, wasn't I? This would be a nice one. How about the best moments in life happen with you? Let me see. Wrong colour. one I grabbed. Unfortunately, I don't have any more of that one. Haha. I have to put an order in. I should do though. I thought I had put an order in for neutrals, but maybe I didn't. Well, that's not going to work. Maybe I'll leave the sentiment for later, Jenny. And then maybe I can find the right sentiment for it too, instead of just putting something on. Oh, butterflies. Sorry, I got distracted, didn't I? What else do I have? Oh, this might be nice. Thinking I might just do one big one and a couple of small ones. Actually, what about that? Glue the other leaves down. These ones? What do you mean, Jenny? Actually, I might just leave it to those two little ones and the butterflies. And a couple of rhinestones. Yeah, I think I'll go rhinestones with these. Oops. Let's see if I can get them off. Oh, clay ball. There we go. What do you think, guys? Dandelion wishes. Ooh. Okay, I'll go have a look, Jenny. It's all right behind me. Dandelion wishes. What dye will it fit in? Gosh, my poor desk. It was clean. Seriously, it was clean. Where's that cardstock I had? I wonder. Oh, it might just fit in there, Jenny. Although that's not quite the colour cardstock I wanted to use, but that's okay. But I might use the garden green again, because I quite like that. I might even sponge around the edges. How about that? And maybe on a couple of dimensionals. All I'm doing here is just plotting this around the edge like that, just to give it a bit of a border more than anything. Let that dry for a minute. And I like that. And then I'm going to pop it up. My goodness me, I have such a mess here. Nope. There we go. How's that, guys? That is gorgeous. I love that. Absolutely love that. And you know what it needs? Just that one little added touch, because it was a wedding photo. Oh, I have to make some more up. There's a little bit of dazzling, no, what do you call this spray? I forget what it's called now. That we make with our, not that you can see this. shimmer mist. Yay! And now it's all sparkly. That is so beautiful. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Well, I hope you guys like it. Sanitizer. No, close to, but no. Now I got sparkle all over me. Yay! Well, I hope you guys liked that and enjoyed it. If you want to, you can always pop some string or something on the back of this and hang it on the wall, but it will stand by itself if I've done this right. It should, sort of. Or you can pop it in a little frame holder. What are they called? Little mini easels, if you want to as well. Otherwise, yeah. Well, if you liked any of the products that I have used tonight with this project, I have used Sahara Sand 12x12 cardstock, which is still available in the catalogue. I have used the butterfly punch, sticky feet. What's sticky feet? I've missed something. I've used one of the label punches, and this one is unfortunately retiring. The Starburst punch, which is also retiring. I also used the leaf punch, which is also retiring. So I will say, if you want any of these, I also used the oh gosh, what is the name of this designer series paper? I've got a mental blank now. This is also retiring, but it made gorgeous flowers. Oh, what's the name of this one? Oh, sticky feet. Yes, yes, that's a really good idea. Well done. I like that. Sit it on a glass when you leave the desk to fetch stuff so we can look at it. Oh, that's a good idea too. I'll remember that for next time. Very good. Yeah, and I've used the rhinestones, which are still staying. And also in the centre of my flowers, I've used the clear faceted gems, which I'm really, really sad these are going. And in my other little flowers, these ones here, I've just used the flower faceted gems, and they're going too, which is a shame. But like I said, sad to see them go, but really happy to see the new stuff. It's so exciting. So, if you did like any of this and any of the products that I did use here tonight, please hop over to my store. The link is above. You can hit shop now, or where's my little card? Oh, here it is. Whoops. Or you can go to my website. You can shop from there. It's heart-crafts.com, or my shop is heartcrafts.stampinup.net. Or if you have any questions about anything, please email me at alexa@heart-crafts.com. Have a great week, guys, and I will see you next Tuesday night, about somewhere between 7:45 and 8 o'clock. Have a great week again, and happy crafting, everyone. Bye for now.